everybody, it's Kelly, and here is my first Mini Kit Monday layout. And I decided to start with this paper because this is the paper that inspired everything. And that is the photograph when I first thought of this kit. So that stripe paper that I just grabbed is the Doodlebug Sweet Summer paper in the Cabana stripe. And I have it on that kind of sprinkles background, which is the Damask Love Wild Card Collection, and it's the Let's Chill paper. And then, so what I'm doing here is I cut a strip of paper that's 4.5 inches, just a little bit bigger than a third, just because I like to, I like just that little bit bigger instead of, Shamel a lot of times will cut that into 4 inches, but I like it to be just a little bit wider than that. So I'm also auditioning some washi tape here. I did not put that in my kit. I forgot to do it, but I will use it at least a couple of times just because I like to use that when I put two papers together like this. So if I do something where I do like a third and 2/3 of a layout with papers, I like to use something in between, be it a punched piece of paper or a washi tape. It just helps with the join of the transition of the join of the papers. So I'm going to use this washi tape right here, which is from We Are Memory Keepers, and it says things like important and remember and those kinds of words. And honestly, even the layout itself, the words are sort of hard to read, but it does give you the yellow. And then I'm using that scrap piece of Basil cardstock. It has an embossed almost Lego pattern on it, really. And then that is one of the acrylic words that I pulled for the kit that says fearless, and I really, really like that word. Want to make sure that I get it on because totally appropriate for this layout. And then I'm using a journaling card that from a printable by Kathy Zielski that says loving this not so much, and that was a printable that she did years ago that I actually saved and then printed. Some of the cards said loving this and some said not loving it not so much. So now I'm playing with some die cuts from Doodlebug, and they're just from miscellaneous collections. And I really like that acrylic word laying on top of it for a title. And the reason that is the acrylic word is a little bit thin. That's a Bella Boulevard acrylic word, by the way. It's a little thin. So the die cut tag right behind it gives it some presence. And then I found the banner and then this cute little sun just because, they're kind of fun and happy. And then that plant, which has really nothing to do with him climbing onto a shopping cart toy here, other than the fact that it's at home and it has a fun smile on it. So that's kind of where I was going and why I was using these pieces in that particular way. So then now I'm looking at these puffy stickers, and they are the Elves Studio Everyday Labels. They're from 2016, so I don't believe they're available anymore, but that's where they're from. And I found grabbed one that says currently, and it just covered the little icon at the top, and now I can't remember. I think it was an upside down heart, not a right side up heart, if I remember correctly. But I just kind of like this. So now that card reads currently not loving this so much. And his mom had sent me this picture and said he's giving me all the gray hair. So, and this is baby number 1. She's due with baby number 2 in June. So just wait. Although baby number 2 is a girl, so maybe not quite as adventurous as her older brother. And he's really climbing now. He's definitely become a climber. All right, then I want to add a little dimension here, so I'm going to use my roll of foam tape to back this sun die cut here. And I like the way that's going, that's going to just give the layout a little bit of dimension there. There's some dimension in the word fearless there, so I wanted to get some dimension in that top cluster as well. And I was playing with maybe putting on another puffy sticker, but not yet. I just didn't find the right thing. I'm looking at the Simple Stories puffy stickers from Little Dude. That's where those are from. And thought about this arrow. Kind of like the idea of adding an arrow in there, just to kind of show not just movement, but, you know, pointing towards him. And it is a little dark. That's one thing I'm not loving about it. It's kind of dark compared to everything else on the layout. Then, as I was looking at things, I remembered, wait, I have that Tuesday acrylic from Ellie Studio, and I wanted to use that on this layout because it's a Tuesday, and I've been waiting to use that piece for way too long. So what I'm going to do, because of the way I have to position it, like more than one color will show through the back, like you'd see part of the edges of the sun and the banner. So I just backed it with a little green from one of the border strips. And then at the end, when I do the still shots, take a look, because when I first showed you that package, there was also a round circle with a star in it. And as I was putting things away, I remembered that circle, and I added it in right next to the plant. So if I think about it, I'll tell you what I replaced there. All right, so now I am looking at some phrases from the Simple Stories Little Dude collection. This is from the 4x6 sticker pack, so I grabbed one that said Smart Kid. Not loving that puffy sticker there. The black was bothering me. Most of it's pretty light. There is black on this, but you know, not everywhere. And then I found this phrase strip that says, "Trust me, I do it all the time," which I thought was really funny. And I didn't end up adding like anything down there by that. I just left the phrase sticker as it was. I think it's far enough towards the bottom that it looks balanced, and it's not like it's hanging out in the middle of nowhere. And then I also grabbed another sticker that says "My Little Monster," because I thought that would be funny, because his mother was talking about how he was giving her gray hair. So now I found another sticker from the sticker pack, and I put that on instead. And I like that a little bit better because it's less black. It fits in a little bit better. And I tried to move it because I got it on a little bit crooked, but it's stuck down and it's staying. So I'm just going to leave that. Now I am sorting through my enamel dots that I grabbed for this collection. And I'm going to add some green ones here and some red ones. I'm bringing in colors that appear in the rest of the layout, but don't appear up in that banner, because that banner area was just really yellow and turquoise, and there's a lot of other colors, even in small ways, in that bottom cluster, because there's like little pink cheeks and blues, and I don't know, it looked like it didn't have enough color or enough pizzazz. So I added some dots right by the planter, and I eventually replaced that red dot with that star acrylic I told you about, so you'll see that in the still shots. And then just adding those. So the orange enamel dot is coming from the Doodlebug Sprinkles in Tangerine. All the other dots are from the Doodlebug Sprinkles from the So Much Fun collection. All right, guys, and that tag is also part of the die cuts from the Doodlebug. Okay, guys, hope you're all well, and I will be back with another layout tomorrow, actually, and another Mini Kit Monday layout on Monday next week. Bye, everybody.